Alright, we're a day out from the Queensland titles at Coolum, but really I'm starting to prep for GILLMAN because Michaela has to jump in the van and leave Monday. So today's Friday, we race Saturday, Sunday, then she's gone Monday down to South Australia. So I spoke to Dan. I've been a little bit worried my bike's been a bit underpowered lately. Obviously it's full stock, so it's not going to be crazy fast anyway, but I've just felt like it's even less. So had a chat to him and he said, screw it, let's do it properly. We've got some parts here for our other bikes, so let's rebuild it today. It's currently 12 o'clock on Friday and he's going to rebuild it for me before tomorrow, so I'm going to quickly pin it in there. But the bike was dirty, so pulled off the side of the highway on the way, stripped it down a bit, gave it a good clean. Good thing we got the van set up pretty well so we can do that. Cleaned everything up. Also really just feeling super thankful for him obviously doing that, but as you can see here, so I've got spare shock, spare forks and stuff. I just want to improve and I'm trying to even the playing field a little bit so that, you know, I just want to be competitive, and I feel like I'm always a little bit behind the boys. So I said I need a test, I need to get this bike sorted. So Dan's got me 2 sets of suspension plus the KYB stuff. He's put a setting in from my Philippine stuff. And like, so I've got plenty of stuff. I just got to find the time to do it now. He's going to rebuild this thing for me, and yeah, just want to give a shout out to Dan. He's been unbelievable. So as always with all of my sponsors, if you guys are chasing suspension, go to Dan, go hit him up for suspension, engine stuff. That supports me. Same thing with, you know, backyard design, get a graphics kit from those guys. Go to Brisbane Motorcycles to buy your bike. Just all the people that support me, it'll mean a lot. So yeah, we're going to keep going and try to smash this thing out. Blue skies are promising. Been hearing flat out that the race actually nearly got cancelled because it was so wet here. And I did look at the weather app before and it said that within the last 24 hours there's been 20 mil and the next expected is 18 mil on Sunday. So I really don't want another mud race. Hopefully they're doing something or whatever they can at the track to help out. But with that much rain, there's not too much they can really do, so we just got to cross our fingers. You actually like it? Yeah, I do. So, made it to Adelaide. Girls got us here safe. Parked up, just had to grab some breakfast. She, apparently since they've been here, it's just been pouring rain, freezing cold the whole time. Today, there's sun, blue sky, looks awesome. I'm hoping that the damage isn't already done to the track, because I know the crew will be really wanting to do a good job. They did an awesome job last time, but you know, with a ton of rain there's only so much you can do, so we're just hoping for the best. Got the mobile workshop set up down here in South Australia. We're only about 12 minutes right now from the track at Dad's hotel room. So me and Dad are sharing a room here. The girls are sleeping in the van. Just obviously we're always trying to cut costs a little bit. But yeah, we just thought we'd rip the bike out here while we got the car park and we can work. It's nice and clean. Bike, it has been left from Coolum last weekend. It basically got put in the van from Coolum and it hasn't been out since. So all we've got to do is change some tyres over. We'll chuck some koala grips on and the new wheels. Okay, so we've got, since I hooked up with the guys at John Tippman Racing and Talon. So Talon's hooked us up with the wheel set and John Tippman Racing builds them for us. So took them into the boys just to get them serviced basically. And they've trued them all up, straightened them all up, got them looking fresh for us. So chucked a fresh set of Maxxis Tyres on them. And they're going to be good to race now. So we're just going to do all that little stuff, check over everything and head to the track, set up the Savo.
Got a river in the middle of the track.
Jet ski lane.
Perfect weather for a duck.
Track actually looks sick though.
Looks good?
Yeah, it looks so good. It's super fun.
Looks fun.
Alright, so we did get a ton of rain last night, but the track's actually looking okay. It's starting to form up. MX2 guys look like they blew it out a little bit, but then the women's class went out and they started to form it up, so it'll be a little sloppy on top. It's just going to be that way with how much rain, but I think it'll actually be a decent racetrack. So keen to get out there now. It's only, I think, about 10 minutes before I head up. Done my warm-ups, feeling solid. Had the week off because Michaela drove down and the body's feeling pretty fresh, so keen to get out there and just mix it up with them. I want to be in Super Pole again, that's the goal, so we're going to push hard in this qualifying session and just get it done. But want to give a massive shout out to the guys at Biking Industrial and Race Focus Photography. So I put out a package to help us because this is a massive effort to get down to this round. It's like 23 hours to get down here one way. So those guys jumped on board as sponsors to help us out. Yeah, it was huge, just for fuel and everything to get us down. So you'll see those guys plastered throughout this weekend, and yeah, just want to give a shout out to them.
How was that?
It wasn't too bad. The track's so different to what it's ever been.
Yeah.
I think because they left it sealed, it's actually like, everyone says here's got a real hard base and it's concrete, and it's like, it's hard pack out there. It's just got a little slop on top. And then it's like where it's sort of pushed up, it's sandy, but it's like full hard pack, and then you just drop into sand. So it's going to be interesting to see how it forms up for the race. And that, I only really got one decent lap in then.
That last one was best, definitely.
Yeah, and I got 12th. So I was 2 spots off, obviously Super Pole, but it's just hard now. Like, you just got to go so fast, because I think Todd Waters was 11th. So it's like, you just got to be so fast to get in there. But I know I can do it. It's just not today.
Well,
apparently.
even that last lap, it still had so many mistakes. Like, it's just less mistakes.
One main one. The rest of them went
near the first bit, like
towards the back.
Yeah, okay.
Towards the end of the lap. I went an outside line to carry a bunch of speed, and I hit it and stopped, and I was like, oh. It's like I went the wide line and then I stopped, so it just it didn't work. But I don't know, it's just unpredictable. It's way slipperier than it looks. Like it's like ice sort of thing, and then you just you hit a soft spot and it's like just swallows the bike up, and the dirt doesn't feel heavy, but my bike was bottoming out everywhere. So yeah, I think it's just like real deceiving, the track.
Definitely do a suspension change, you reckon?
I don't know, I'm going to see how it forms, but it looks like it's about to rain again, so
yeah.
We'll see.
Sorry, just
sweet. Yeah.
Yeah, so hopefully we
Sure, yes, it's number 1 Charlie Cannon right there. Cannon
Jump in front of the bike, eh? Alright, so line up for Moto 1 now. I've got 4 minutes to be down there. But yeah, feeling good. Did a good little warm up there, so should be sweet. The track's like, the sun's come out. It's been a little bit showery on and off, but sun's come out. There's been a bunch of races before us now, so track will be totally different from practice qualifying. I think it'll be a little bit drier. Hopefully, like looks like it's starting to roughen up even a while ago, so it'll be rough, a little bit drier. Hopefully some more lines, because I watched MX2 and Nato and Wilson Todd went at it like the whole moto, but it looked like it was hard to sort of separate. They were both taking the same lines. Nato would try something, it just wouldn't quite work. But yeah, hopefully the lines have opened up a little bit since then. When it's dry, it just does that. So start straight's looking wet, but hopefully the Bobcat's been out there in this little lunch break and cleared it up a little, because yeah, I don't want to get sprayed. I guess I'll just get the jump and then it won't matter.
Sounds like a plan. Take a breath, think about what you got to do, yeah?
Right now, Brent Metcalf still on the back side of Team Barris. 7th for Metcalf, 6th for Barris. Like I said, this middle part of the race is good.
Not much fun. You good?
Yeah, goggles broke first turn.
I saw.
Okay, just about ready, head out for Moto 2. Dad's got the bikes ready, just did up some goggles. So Moto 1, come around the first turn and got roosted real bad and just tore off that the one side panel of my roll-off system. So basically from first turn I could barely see, I was getting roosted. The track's like wet enough to where it like got on goggles. I was wiping it so I got like pretty good vision, but then you get filled in, I have to wipe it again. So pretty well every time I jumped I was like in the air wiping. And then yeah, I was just struggling with it a little bit. I think I rode fairly good and I felt good before I had a crash, probably about 3 laps in, even with the vision issues. But then after the crash and the vision issues, I just sort of fell out of rhythm. And I honestly don't know where I got, but I felt good on the track. It's just a frustrating part because I felt like it could have been a good moto and it's just like a wasted opportunity. But yeah, we're going to head out there now for the next one, nail another start. I got off the gate good, but then I sort of got swallowed. So if we can get this start right, then we should be in a good spot, like with the way I'm riding. So I just don't want to waste another opportunity. I want to go out there and you know, prove what I can actually do. I felt like I just sort of rode around in that one, but we're going to go have another crack.
in the bird, just get a small wedge up a little block. You can 11.
So did you.
I couldn't avoid it.
Yeah, I got soaked.
That crash just ruined it.
Yeah, it was honestly going so good till then.
Yeah. I sort of had a lap or two where I again just died. I just, like, I don't know, lost my head. But then I was like starting to come into a groove and I was like, oh yeah, let's go. And just stupid mistake.
Well, then I missed it. I just saw you down. I
just like tried to jump it when I sort of wasn't lined up right. And then I like cased and I cased again and bounced all the way to the corner, then just stopped and like sort of rolled over the bars.
Yeah.
It wasn't a big crash. But...
You put on a charge after it too.
Yeah, and then I had my shifters bent, my gear shifter.
Oh yeah.
So I kept like hitting the gears wrong. And then
Is that what happened up that jump?
Yeah, I must have clicked down.
I'd like lost you, and then I just saw like your front end like diving.
Yeah, because my when I like landed real hard on like when I cased that thing, it like must have grabbed the rut and it bent my gear shifter out. It's not like destroyed, but it was out enough and it's like just my foot kept hitting it. Yeah. And I couldn't get my foot underneath to get up gears, so sometimes I was going up the straights just like second gear.
Good fun.
I'll go help Dad just.
So we didn't expect the rain. Came back, forgot the van was wide open. It's saturated. Good fun.
Yeah.
We love the mud and rain.
We nearly got through. Had like 15 minutes left.
It poured too. Look at that jump.
Yeah, it was heavy.
Oh, I can't focus on it.